I didn't realize I was trapped until it was too late. I remember my hand on the doorknob, shaking, my breath shallow, my heart pounding so loud I could hear it echoing through the hallway. I whispered, "Please, let me go." But instead of releasing me, he stepped closer, his voice low, trembling. "If you walk out now, everything falls apart." Before I could react, his fingers dug into my wrist, holding on tighter, tighter, as if letting me go meant losing the last piece of himself. And in that moment, I realized this wasn't love. This was something darker, something I had ignored for far too long. If someone had told me a year ago that I would fear the same man who once made me feel safe, I would have laughed. Not because it was impossible, but because I didn't believe I could ever misread someone that badly. His name was Evan. Quiet, observant, the kind of man who listened more than he spoke. When we first met at the community center, he was helping an elderly woman load groceries into her car. He smiled at me when he noticed me watching, a soft, almost shy smile that made me think, people like him don't hurt anyone. Oh, how wrong I was. From the beginning, he noticed too much. The way I rubbed my thumb when I was nervous. The way I apologized even when I didn't do anything wrong. The way I stayed quiet in groups, not wanting attention. He read me like a book, found the pages with the hidden cracks, and slipped himself inside them. I thought it was care, but now I know. It was strategy. One afternoon, he told me, "You're safe with me. I understand you." I remember feeling warm, seen, heard. But people who say things like that too early always want something in return. I didn't see it then. It started with little things. When my phone buzzed and I didn't reply fast enough, his messages would switch from sweet to sharp in seconds. "Are you ignoring me? Is someone else there? What's really going on?" At first, he apologized afterward. "I'm sorry. I'm just scared of losing you. And because I'm the kind of person who forgives too easily." I brushed it off. He's just insecure, I told myself. He'll change. But insecurity can grow teeth. And eventually, it bites. It was a cold Thursday evening. I had stayed late at work, my head pounding from tension. When I finally reached home, Evan was already there, leaning against my door. His eyes scanned me from head to toe. "You weren't picking up," he said. My stomach tightened. My phone died. Convenient. I ignored the edge in his voice and walked past him into my apartment. But he followed. Something in the air felt off. Like the moment before a storm breaks. I went to the bedroom to drop my bag. That's when he stepped behind me and closed the door. "What's wrong?" I asked, turning around. He didn't answer. Instead, he reached for my arm, gently at first, then held on tighter. Too tight. "Evan, that hurts." He didn't loosen his grip. His eyes were glassy, wild, desperate. "Why are you pulling away from me?" he whispered. "You've been different. Cold. Distant. I'm just tired." "No." He squeezed harder. "Don't lie to me. You're leaving. I can feel it." Every instinct I had screamed at me to stay calm. So I tried. "Let go. Please." But his fingers clawed deeper. And then, with a voice I barely recognized, he said, "I'm not losing you." My chest froze. This wasn't insecurity. This was control. Possession. Fear disguised as love. And I finally understood. I was trapped. I knew yelling wouldn't work. He was too far gone. So I took a slow breath and whispered, "Evan, you're scaring me." For a moment, he blinked, confused. Like he didn't realize what he was doing. "I just need you to stay," he said, voice breaking. "I'm here. I'm not going anywhere right now. But you need to let go." It took everything in me not to tremble. Slowly. So slowly. His hand loosened. But the moment I stepped back, He grabbed me again, this time with both hands. You're lying. His grip was like iron. Evan, I can't lose you. His voice cracked like something inside him had shattered. In that moment, I realized I was dealing with someone who had built his entire emotional world around me, and now that world was collapsing. And collapsing worlds are dangerous. I managed to twist my wrist just enough to slip free. Not fully, but enough to breathe. Evan, listen, I said. This isn't healthy. You need help. His chest heaved. You're all I have. No. I'm a person, not your lifeline. He stared at me with a hurt so sharp it almost made me look away. Then he whispered, if you walk out that door, I won't survive it. Manipulation disguised as vulnerability. I had fallen for that tactic before. Not again. My heartbeat was so loud it drowned everything else out. I took a step toward the door. He followed. I took another. He grabbed my jacket, but not my skin this time. His grip was shaking, weakening. Please, he whispered, don't leave me alone. For the first time, I saw the truth. He didn't love me. He depended on me. And dependence can become a cage. I'm not abandoning you, I said carefully. But I'm leaving tonight. He froze. I turned the doorknob. Don't, he whispered. I stepped out. He didn't follow. Not physically, but emotionally. His voice chased me down the hallway. If you walk away, everything falls apart. I spent the night at my cousin's place, my wrist still burning from his grip. The next morning, my phone was flooded with messages. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just need to talk. Please don't give up on me. Please don't leave me like everyone else. And then, if you don't answer, I'll come find you. That message chilled me more than anything he did the night before. Because it wasn't just desperation anymore. It was obsession. I kept reading his messages over and over, my chest tightening. I had always believed I could fix people. Heal them. Carry their pain. But you can drown trying to save someone who refuses to lift their own head above water. Evan wasn't evil. He was broken. But broken doesn't mean harmless. And love doesn't mean losing yourself trying to hold someone else together. His grip that night wasn't about affection. It was about fear, control, and desperation consuming him until he couldn't see me as a person anymore. Only as an anchor. A lifeline. A last chance at stability. But I am not a lifeline. I am not a cure. I am not a cage for someone else's loneliness. And the moment I realized that, I finally let myself breathe. 2 days later, I met him in daylight, in public, for closure. He looked exhausted. Hollow. His hands trembled as he shoved them into his pockets. I'm sorry, he whispered. I don't know what came over me. I nodded. I know. But that doesn't make it okay. He swallowed hard. I thought if I held on, maybe you wouldn't leave. Evan, I said softly, you don't hold on to someone to keep them. You hold space for them, not control. His eyes glassed over. I don't want to lose you. You already did, I said gently. And it broke him. But it freed me. Healing didn't come overnight. Some nights I woke up thinking I still felt his grip on my wrist. Some days guilt convinced me I abandoned someone who needed help. But deep down, I knew the truth. You can care about someone deeply, but still need to walk away to survive. Because the moment love becomes fear, it's no longer love. It's captivity. And no one deserves to live inside someone else's emotional prison. If you're still watching this, thank you. Stories like this aren't easy to listen to, but they're even harder to live through. If you've ever felt trapped, controlled, or held onto out of fear, not love, you are not alone. And you deserve freedom. You deserve peace. Please like this video if the story touched you. Subscribe for more true emotional stories. And comment below. I choose peace. Because sometimes, choosing peace means choosing yourself.